Hey everybody, welcome in. For those who haven't met me, my name's Carol, and this is the first video of this kind. I had been called to do this video today. If I'm honest, I had spent a lot of time thinking about information that I could share that would be helpful, and I'm a little hesitant, I guess, to talk about it, but I'm going to today. And you've probably seen some of my videos talking about career-related information, and I'm going to keep sharing those. But what's different about today's video is that I had been praying on how to integrate, if I wanted to integrate faith into my videos, and I was hesitant because I thought, for this set of videos, I have other channels, but for this set of videos, it hadn't really occurred to me. And so what I thought I'd do today, and maybe going forward, if people like it, is talk about how I went to church today and how the messages that I heard relate to career searching. And so I don't know if this will resonate with anyone. You guys can let me know if it does. But one of the first things that I took down in notes today was that fear is different than worry. And I know that when people are job searching, it's easy to be afraid of so many things. Fear makes sense. Fear is a natural emotion that we feel. If a lion was chasing you, you would be afraid of that. And that makes sense. Sometimes fear can guide us in the right direction. And then others experience worry. And worry is less than helpful. It's not the same as fear, because worry will provide us with no value. And I watch The Chosen, so you guys, if I choose to do more of these videos, you'll hear me talk about it a lot, because I can relate to this a little bit. But one of the things that resonates with me in The Chosen that reminds me of this is there's a scene where I want to say it's John, by the way, BT Dubs. I'm a little bit new to the Bible also, and I haven't seen The Chosen in a while, but there's a scene where Jesus looks at him. I think it's just after the Sermon on the Mount, and he's like, check it out. Do you believe in me? And he's like, well, yeah. And he's like, well, then why are you anxious? Because I'm going to take care of everything. So as someone who has worried a lot, I constantly think about that, because I realize, okay, if I am following Jesus, I don't need to worry. And again, it can be easy to worry when you're job searching. And so I have some videos that help guide people through each step of the job change process. And I would say to you, it is normal and it makes sense to be afraid, but if you are a follower of Jesus, he will provide for you. He will guide you to whatever is next for you. And I think that the way I coach people to make career changes is to, if you've been laid off and or you're job searching, rather than try to rush to get yourself in the same kind of job you just left, take the time to reimagine what aligns with your values. What is their new opportunity that could look like that's maybe even better than anything you thought of before? Do you see yourself maybe in a whole new industry? If you could create the future of your dreams and or tap into, what God has called you to do, can you make a living off of that? You're already unemployed. Making some money is going to be better than no money anyway, right? So maybe you start a new venture, maybe you completely pivot and change gears. So again, I have a lot of video content on those topics, and some of which I haven't posted yet, but I will. And then at my website, which I will put in the link below, I also have a series that I can walk you through each of those steps if you're interested. There were a couple things that I wanted to talk about again from the service today. And so I'm just looking through my notes. And another thing that I wrote was that confidence means that we're walking with faith. And so that reminds me of the job searching process too, because I find that when I help people create a resume and we include all of their awesome work experience on the resume, and we get rid of things that aren't needed, it does help build confidence. So many times, and again, Chappy Cheese is a separate video, but so many times when I talk with folks and I have them pull out everything they've done over however many years, a really solid resume leaves them feeling empowered. And dare I say, leads them to feel more confident. So I think that could be really cool too. Again, I have other videos on ChatGPT. I'm not a I wouldn't discourage you from using it to help you get some content on your resume, but I would encourage you not to entrust your whole resume with whatever ChatGPT can give you, because it takes away your ability to pour your energy into that document and create sort of your presence and use it to help build your confidence, but that then you turn around and send out to an employer. I think you're just missing that if you rely totally on ChatGPT. But I do think that increase in confidence would also increase your faith, but also your faith can help increase your confidence. So that's something that I thought might connect today. And then something that's been part of our messaging for the last couple of weeks is that if you want to walk on water, you got to get out of the boat. In fact, they kept saying that a lot. And I can relate that to the job searching process in that, again, if we keep doing the same things we've been doing for however many years or months, we're going to keep getting the same results. So if we want a better quality of life, whether we are, I always say I help the unemployed and the unhappily employed, make career changes, because some of you watching might be in a job or career that you don't love, but you do it because there's safety and security there. Much like Peter, who could have stayed in the boat in his comfort zone, if you will, but he chose to get out of the boat and believe that Jesus could help him walk on water. And as a result, he did. And so think about maybe taking that leap of faith, if you will, in your career search. I think that could be something that gets you to the next level or to the new place. Again, maybe it helps better align you with your calling. But there's a lot of good that can come from just getting out of the boat and taking that leap of faith. I am looking at, I know there was one other thing I wanted to talk about. No, maybe not. I felt like there was. Well, I guess one other thing that relates, I thought there was something else, but maybe I'll just make a separate video about that. Something else I wrote down was we need to push through the opposition, because oftentimes we will be met with opposition, and that opposition doesn't necessarily mean this isn't the right company for us or the job for us. Sometimes it is what that means. I'm a big proponent of, if you're trying to raise your vibration and you have great skills and you're bringing all that to the table for this employer or this company, and it is not being recognized, and in fact, you feel worse for going to that company or having that job, perhaps it is time to pivot and make a change so that you are better aligned with an environment or a job that will recognize and embrace your value and your skill set and everything that you bring. But at the same time, sometimes we will be met with opposition. And so it's for us to figure out, and maybe you pray on it, is this opposition something that is meant to challenge me, to push me to the next level? Because maybe I've been a little stagnant, maybe I've been playing it safe a little bit, or is this to, in fact, encourage me to make a change and find a new place for me? So I don't know if any of that is helpful for you. I can't turn off that part of my brain that talks about or thinks about helping people with their career change, because I know it can be a heavy process. So please let me know in the comment section if you'd like to hear more videos related to faith and how that can play into your job search. Have a great day, everybody.